Sean Fitzgerald from the dugout in Durban North. This is Trend News. Interesting article by the Independent I came across yesterday. Hostage drama in Morningside. Nogal. Lady pitches up to work 7 o'clock. She didn't actually own the business. She owned the building. So she pitches up to work and the employees proceed to take her hostage and then they want to throw her off the top of the building. Luckily, Mr. Governor, the gentleman who was coming to have a meeting with her, he came at that time and he had his tablet with him. So he then proceeded to, transfer the funds across. Good Samaritan, lucky for her. There was been a real situation down there. I'm thinking of Mr. I wouldn't have 30,000 Rand in my bank to transfer. And maybe if I had the money, I don't know if I would have transferred it, to be honest. But, I was thinking, maybe he was a good Samaritan, or, possibly his ass was also going to get hauled up to the top and thrown off the top of the building. So yeah, but anyway, he pitches up, good guy, and I'm going to go through the article with you now. Okay, here's the article by the Independent. Woman held hostage over wages. A young businessman saved a businesswoman's life from the clutches of an angry crowd that was threatening to throw her from the top of the floor of a Durban clothing factory on Friday at 7 a.m. Dispute over salaries. And there's Mr. Governor. He came along there and he saw this problem that was happening. He had a meeting with her and then he decided to get on his tablet and pay the 30,000 Rand. This lady is going to be laying charges against these employees for pushing her around, and probably also for for wanting to throw her off the top of the building. There's his explanation. I arrived at the factory to look at the floor plan. I've known this businesswoman for many months. Apparently she's a good, responsible and humble person. When I got there, we realized that there was some issue over the payment of staff, but nothing to do with the businesswoman, as she did not employ them directly, which actually meant she just the owner of the building. She owned the building, and the business owner was actually leasing the building from her. He said he was horrified to see the businesswoman being dragged up the stairs and away from the lift, and he tried to intervene. I couldn't just leave her and let her go, and two of the employees were armed and threatened to take her to the top of the building and throw her off. The dispute was over 30,000 Rand outstanding wages, which I mentioned earlier, and he decided to transfer the money so that the situation could be averted. I had my tablet with me, so I transferred the funds to the businesswoman's account to assist her in arranging for the cash payment to the staff. Even though I was not responsible to pay them, I did what I could, even if it meant using my own money to help somebody. This Mr. Governor, really a good Samaritan. I'm sure he was very frightened as well. I mean, I would have been shitting myself. I mean, dead scared. I mean, geez, two armed guys and they want to throw you off the building. If I had 100,000 Rand, I might have just paid it over, because they could have hauled me up there. Okay, you know what happens with big crowds? They get into a frenzy, and then they forget all laws and morals and whatever, and they just start. It's called crowd rage. Okay. Yeah, he said the business. This is apparently the business is run and leased to a third person who had not paid the salaries for about 40 employees for 2 weeks. What he says here is that, and they complained about the police officers. They said they didn't take it seriously enough. That's actually scary if the police are not taking it seriously enough. You got a threat to throw you off the top of the building. I think that's pretty serious. Anyway, they resolved the matter. According to them, police, they've now resolved the dispute. She's still taking the employees to court. And yeah, that's the article. Interesting article here in Durban, Friday morning, 7 o'clock. We're all still going to work, and people are getting thrown off buildings. Well, maybe they're getting threatened to be thrown off buildings. Yeah, okay, interesting article. Hostage situation here in Morningside. Woman getting thrown off the top of the building. Luckily, we had a Mr. Governor to help out there. But, I wouldn't rely, if I was a business owner, I wouldn't rely on a Mr. Governor pitching up in a situation like it. I think the most important thing, the biggest moral here for any person that owns their own business is pay your freaking wages, man. Okay. There you go.